G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub. Hey, how's everyone doing? It's great to be back after quite a while being offline, and I do apologise for that. I have been absolutely swamped the last several weeks with family, and a lot of work has been coming my way, so I have been very hard at work, and not to mention, as you can see, clothes behind me piled on top of the bed, all folded up. We are going on, me, my husband, my mother-in-law and sister-in-law are going on a much needed family vacation next week, so I have not been able to do any videos leading up to this because I have been focusing on a lot of work and focusing on redoing this house, painting, organizing, getting everything ready for when we get back to completely paint the inside of the house again. So it's going to be absolutely brand spanking new, and yeah, it's just been, life has been absolutely crazy, and I have just not been able to get any of these videos out, so I do apologize for that. I am so sorry, people. I know you've been waiting for a while, so this is a movie review that I am doing today on a 2025 film which me and my husband saw this year in 2026, and that is Whistle, starring Daphne Keane. But before I get into that, I just want to say a huge thank you to all the new subscribers that I have seen pop up over the last several days and weeks. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate the new subscribers, the likes, the comments. It's just, you guys have embraced the whole aspect of just liking videos, commenting, and I really do appreciate y'all. I really do. And for those that are still watching and are returning viewers, thanks so much, guys. You know, I all love and appreciate you. So without further ado, let's get into the video. But before I do, just a quick thing. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep updated with all my content. Yeah, that's all I can say. Let's roll the opening credits, and then I'll see you after that. Okay, I am back. So, reviewing 2025's supernatural horror film Whistle, directed by Corin Hardy and written by Owen Egerton. Stars Daphne Keane, yes, that Daphne Keane, who starred in Logan as X-23, Sophie Nalisi, Sky Yang, and I'm sorry for butchering this name, it's Jael Swarby, Ellie Scoveby, Percy Hines White, Michelle Farley, and Nick Frost. And basically, the premise of this film, of this supernatural horror film, is basically this group of students basically finds a Aztec death whistle. Yes, it's a real thing. Aztec death whistle is a very real thing. And with it, they discover that the sound emits a piercing banshee cry. A piercing cry. Or death cry, as they so put it. And it basically summons their future deaths to hunt them down. Now, does it live up to its premise? Yes. Is it a worthy horror film? Yes. But that's where it deviates a little bit. So it is, in all accounts, it is a supernatural horror film. It does have those elements. It does have, it does play on the whole, oh, I've seen that done before, I've seen that death. It's basically your run-of-the-mill horror films, but it's included with a death whistle. An Aztec death whistle, what can I say? Now, some of the deaths in it are inventive. I will give it the T. For an R-rated horror film, it does have some really inventive deaths. Two deaths that are extremely graphic. I will give props. The two deaths in it are extremely graphic, and I was like, wow, they pulled that off really, really well. Some of the other deaths for an R-rated film are okay, but not what I expected. I thought it would go a little bit more hardcore. Generic storyline, again, with a supernatural horror film. There's some things that are very generic, and with this group of teens in it, Daphne Keane is a very good actress. I love Daphne Keane, but I have to say, there are some points in this film where it literally is like Daphne Keane is basically carrying the whole film, and it's not what you expect all the other teams as well to really pick up their game in this, but Daphne Keane is really the memorable one for me. She was great in this film. Like I said, two of the deaths were really, really graphic, and they were my favorite. But other than that, some of the others are generic, and it does, unfortunately, the storyline does fall into that category of, yet again, another generic, run-of-the-mill horror film, supernatural horror film that falls under that category of we gotta find a way to rid ourselves of this curse or this blight or whatever the hell it is in this horror film. And it basically follows the same cliches, and some of the jump scares in it, meh. Some of them, oh yeah, were great, but it is very generic. I will say though, the music is by Doomphonic. They were amazing. Doomphonic, great soundtrack. Absolutely loved it. Now, Whistle had a limited release in the US, but also in other places, but it was distributed by Elevation Pictures for Canada and Black Bear Pictures for Ireland and the United Kingdom. Now, I do also realize that it had a very limited release in the US here. It was released 6th of February 2026 in North America, and the 25th of September 2025 at Fantastic Fest. That's where it was first seen. That's why it's labelled on a 2025 film rather than 2026, because it came to the Fantastic Fest first. It runs for 100 minutes, and in that 100 minutes, I can say it was a good film. It wasn't like an absolutely spectacular, over the top, great film. It was good. I liked it. Me and my husband both liked it, but at the same time, there were a lot of things in it that either really pissed us off or could have been done a lot better. And Nick Frost, great actor, absolutely love Nick Frost. Kind of felt his role in it was a little, could have been a little bit more, and it kind of was a little bit different, and was kind of like, oh, I'm disappointed in his role, but at the same time, I get it. You've got to get to places quick. You've got to, the 100-minute runtime, you've got to just fit in what you can. And it was okay. It was okay. Like I said, for an R-rated film, it's not bad. Two of the deaths were extremely graphic. I'm not going to say what the deaths were, but they were really inventive, and holy crap, did it really pick up on the gore at the end. The other teens' deaths are just generic, run-of-the-mill, and it's a little bit meh. But what can I say? I really did enjoy it. Daphne Keane, she's hands down. She ran this whole entire film. She was the one that basically held the film together. Other than that, some of the other teens in it were like, don't give a shit about them. They can all go to hell and die, basically. Because this is what the film, some of the film just evolved into, cliches, a sexed up, one of them is a sexed up girl that loves sex. Another one is your token black guy that literally is the bully, the one that basically tells everyone to shut the fuck up and, was so macho. Yep. And they also have a token white guy in this who is the cousin to Daphne Keane's character, and I really wanted to like the cousin character, but at the same time it runs into that whole I'm gonna be macho as well and defend everyone's honor against the, you know, the token black guy. And it's just like, oh my god, his character was written as trying to be the comedy relief, and it works in some aspects, but again in others it doesn't. And it falls apart halfway through, where it's just like, it's run-of-the-mill generic again, it's run-of-the-mill generic horror films. But I liked it. What do I rate it out of? I'm going to give it a rating system of 5. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It was okay. Wasn't great. Just okay. I enjoyed it. And I do recommend it to those hardcore horror fans that want to see some real graphic death scenes. Those two, there's 2 particular that were graphic. Others are run-of-the-mill generic. But other than that, it was a great film. I'm not going to say it was the absolutely worst horror film, because it was in no way really bad at all. It was just good. It was a good horror film. I enjoyed it. You can eat popcorn and go, yep, I've watched it. It was okay. And that's it. And that's my review, everybody. Thank you so much for sticking with me. All those new subscribers, I really do appreciate it. You guys have no idea how happy that makes me, seeing new subscribers and really getting into it and commenting and liking my videos. So that's really, really good. Everyone's still returning and watching my videos. You know, I all love you. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you all again with some new videos very, very soon. All right, guys. Ciao.